Hi, I'm Kim. Yeah, I'm from JMC Academy. We've got 3 campuses in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane, and we've been teaching games and animation for 15 years. We've got audio courses, music courses, as well as film and television, and then a design course, and obviously the ones that I'm in charge of, which is animation and games, which is my passion. It's why we're here at PAX today, showing off some of our mocap systems.
So what courses in gaming do you actually offer? What sort of levels, and what are the entry requirements for the courses for maybe like local students or international students?
Basically we offer bachelor qualifications. We also offer a diploma as well, but predominantly students do a bachelor qualification. We've got an international department, and we have relationships with schools in China, Malaysia, Sweden, things like that. I guest lecture occasionally at One Academy, which is in Malaysia, which you might have heard of. So we've got a small but a solid international student body and services. And people pretty much predominantly do the bachelor, and it's fast tracked, so you do a bachelor qualification within 2 years. In terms of the level, it's a bachelor qualification level. The focus of the animation course is very much on character performance and animation. You get to be able to, you also do some traditional animation as well, so some 2D animation as well, because that informs 3D practice. And the game design course has elements of programming, which you cannot avoid if you're going to make a game. But we use the Unity game engine predominantly because we very much got an art kind of indie focus.
What sort of services do you offer or support do you offer students in general regards to the gaming industry?
Okay. So essentially we have no formal, in fact I'm not aware of any private or public school that will offer you an internship, a guaranteed internship with a company. What we do is we obviously have simulated kind of studio environment within the school itself, and then as I mentioned before, all of our, including myself, all of our lecturers also work in the industry, and we will dish out work as we get it to students that perform well, but it's not a guarantee kind of thing. In terms of just general support, we've got a whole lot of academic support officers that can help people with studies and so forth. We obviously have a portfolio professional development kind of finishing unit in the final year of study, which helps kind of focus your showreel and also your direction in terms of where you're going to go. That's the kind of thing that we do offer, and obviously everyone's really friendly, and because all of the lecturers are connected with the industry, that certainly helps a lot, because at the end of the day it's who you know, and you get to know your lecturers really well, who are usually players in the industry.
Will you be able to give me an estimate of the number of students you have in the game design courses, and what proportion of it, or what percentage of it do international students actually comprise of?
Oh, in terms of percentage terms, we're pretty small, so I think it'd be about 5%, which I think is actually good. Not that I'm opposed to having international students, but I know a lot of the time people's preference is to maybe improve on English or what have you, so you're not like Caulfield Monash or something where it's just 95% international. So it's I'd say between 5 and 10% max, which I think would be an overestimate. So usually I'll have 2 or 3 international students in the game course in one level, and 2 or 3 in animation at most.
What's the total enrollment of students for maybe the schools and altogether for like Melbourne, Sydney? And
Altogether it's about 2,000 plus students. So we're not tiny, but we're not overly large, so you get sort of lost in the cracks. So about 2,000 plus.
What is JMC Academy going to anticipate any changes on the industry?
Well, I mean, look, the industry, one of the things that seems to change a lot is based on, economics, where, particularly with Australia, what the Australian dollar is doing. So for our local industry, there was quite a bad period within the last, say, 10 or more years, where the Australian dollar has been really high, quite a few bigger studios had closed, which was, obviously had, an impact on everyone. And now we are doing really well in the kind of smaller game kind of market, the iPad and iPhone kind of stuff. That's obviously reasonably exhausted, I suppose, in terms of getting noticed. But in terms of a small short-term outlook, we're looking, the industry's picked up a lot. There's lots of film work and there's lots of game work at the moment, and I think that will continue. But it's really something that is based around economics more than anything else.